watching the Daily Roundup by People's Dispatch, where we bring you some of the top stories from around the world. Let's take a look at the headlines. UN appeals for aid to flooded Pakistan. Stranded migrants rescued. Concerns grow for Palestinian prisoner with cancer. US tech workers walk out over Israel deal. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres on Friday, September 9, appealed to the international community to help flood-ravaged Pakistan. Pakistan has been hit with intense rainfall and other factors that have led to massive flooding across the country. The floods have left millions of people displaced and homeless. Close to 1,400 have been killed in the floods. Nearly 13,000 people have been injured. According to the estimates, the country has suffered economic and financial damage worth $10 billion. The National Disaster Management Agency has said that thousands of kilometers of roads and bridges have been destroyed. It further added that hundreds of homes, schools, and hospitals have suffered damage. Recent reports have noted that the floods have resulted in one-third of the country being submerged underwater. Government officials have now started expressing concerns over the possibility of waterborne and other diseases breaking out in the parts of the country lacking in clean drinking water and medicines. The UN chief, after landing at dawn in a tweet, expressed solidarity with Pakistan and appealed for overwhelming international support for this climate change-related disaster. He further issued a stark warning to the world against the devastation and havoc caused by climate change and urged countries to stop sleepwalking. So far, aid to Pakistan has been inadequate. Reports said that the UN and the few other countries that have sent 60 planes worth of aid, 26 of them coming from the United Arab Emirates. The United States has pledged aid worth $30 million. The UN chief 2 weeks ago had called for an initial emergency funding of $160 million to provide immediate relief and help to those affected the worst. 61 migrants from Lebanon, Syria, and Palestine who were stranded at sea for several days without food, water, and medicines have finally been rescued. News reports yesterday said that the migrants trapped in a damaged and leaky fishing boat in the waters between Italy and Malta were rescued by a cargo ship. The migrants have reached the island of Crete in Greece. The people on the ill-fated boat had set sail from Lebanon to Italy 10 days ago, looking for better employment opportunities. At least 3 children are believed to have died. Since being stranded, the migrants had constantly been informing their relatives and activists about their situation, hoping to receive help from one of the European countries. Activist groups had for days sent urgent appeals to multiple European governments to take action to rescue the stranded migrants. But none of the countries in close proximity took any action to save the migrants. According to the people on the boat, in the intervening period, they not only ran out of food, water, and medicines, but also baby formula. After finally being rescued by a commercial ship, the migrants temporarily are being housed in a sports hall in the town of Moires. The Greek Coast Guard said that among the migrants there are 33 men, 7 women and 21 children. 2 of them have been taken to the hospital to receive medical attention for non-life-threatening health issues. Moving on to our third story, a Palestinian prisoner suffering from cancer has had a severe deterioration in his health, the Palestinian Prisoner Society said on September 8, Thursday. The PPS said that the 49-year-old Nasser Abu Hamid is at grave risk of death owing to his declining health and physical condition. Hamid is currently in an Israeli prison serving a life sentence. He had already slipped into a coma earlier this year and had been detected with several lung inflammation due to bacterial contamination. His deteriorating condition has led to his family and prisoner rights groups appealing to Israeli prison authorities to take action to save his life. They urged human rights groups and the international community to pressurize Israel for Hamid's release so that he can get the required medical treatment. Concerns about the prisoner's health had increased after the Palestine Liberation Organization's Prisoners and Ex-Prisoners Affairs Commission last month said that a tumor had been detected in Hamid's brain. It said that the Israeli Prison Service's negligence resulted in the delayed detection of the tumor. It further added that the prisoner is scheduled for medical tests owing to his condition. Hamid is one of the 5 siblings from the Amari refugee camp in Ramallah in the occupied West Bank who are in prison for fighting and resisting the Israeli occupation. He has been in prison since 2002 and has been slapped with 7 life sentences along with 50 additional years in prison. And finally, workers at Google and Amazon, 2 of the biggest corporations in the world, staged a walkout on Thursday, September 8. The walkouts were in protests of the 2 tech companies' collaboration with the State of Israel. According to reports, dozens of workers across the United States took part in the collective action in cities including New York, San Francisco, Seattle, among others. The walkout protest took place at the company headquarters as well. Workers have accused the two companies of bias towards Israel and harboring anti-Palestinian sentiment. They have additionally said that the pro-Palestinian voices and sentiments are being suppressed at the two companies. Thursday's collective action in the form of walkouts was carried out under the banner of #NoTechForApartheid. Workers are demanding that the two companies cancel the recent deals forged by them with Israel titled Project Nimbus. The $1.22 billion deal involves the two companies supplying Israel with artificial intelligence technology and cloud storage facilities. Workers have said that these technologies will be misused by Israel into violating Palestinian rights. They said that the two companies will be party to the illegal surveillance of Palestinians by the Israeli occupation, using which Israel kills, represses, and persecutes Palestinians. Reports said that workers additionally staged 3 vigils outside the company headquarters. Furthermore, the No Tech for Apartheid campaign, founded last year, has started an online petition demanding the cancellation of the deal. The petition has already received nearly 40,000 signatures of American citizens. The walkouts were reportedly planned in the aftermath of the forced resignation of senior Google employee Ariel Cohen. Cohen was reportedly forced out of the company after she urged her bosses to cancel the deal. She herself took part in the campaign and tweeted in the support yesterday. Reports noted that the protesting workers were joined by civil society leaders and pro-Palestinian activists, along with ordinary citizens who oppose the Israeli occupation and its discriminatory and abusive policies and actions towards Palestinians. The two tech giants are additionally facing pressure from other places such as Norway's pension fund. The fund, an investor in both companies, has expressed concerns regarding Israeli human rights abuses against Palestinians and the company's technological collaboration with Israel in the face of these concerns. And that's all for today's episode. For more such stories, visit our website peoplesdispatch.org and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.